Hi, this is Kathleen with Kal-Ven Tag and Title Service, located at 7000 Bel Road, Baltimore, Maryland. Zip code is 21206. Our phone number is 410-668-6000. Hours are Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday is 10 to 6 or 10 to 5. Website is www.kalventagtitle.com. I'm a tag and title. I'm a Pennsylvania. I'm also a PA, a licensed PA agent here in the state of Maryland. Today, I want to talk about I'm begging MVA to allow 3 to 5 day window to make corrections on titles, okay? This is very, very crucial. We need this. We need this. I mean it. Because sometimes we make a mistake and then we have no way of correcting it right away before the title prints out. I don't know if you guys print out the titles immediately, we process or whatever. I'm asking you to stop that, change it to 3, if possible, 2 to 3 2 to 3 days. It's okay. 2 to 3 day window is okay for us to make changes, and then we will not be charged as long as we file our paperwork with explanation as to what happened and why the change needs to be made to MVA. MVA should go ahead, and after they must have reviewed that paperwork, they should go ahead and make that corrections before the title prints out. So I'm begging you, this is very, very important. Sometimes we have corrections to be made on the VIN, make, year, model. Okay, with the new system now that we have, the MVAs should be able to search nationwide, to make sure that the VIN number we are entering into the system is right. So sometimes the system might not catch it, but I'm begging you to give us 3 to 5 day window so that if there is any corrections that needs to be made, we should be able to forward our paperwork to MVA with an explanation letter, and then with that, they should be able to allow the corrections to be made. You're free to restrict it only to the supervisor, have only the supervisors or the managers, to do this. And for them to do it, let there be like 2 people, like a manager and a supervisor, that will override the correction so that, how do I pause this video now? Okay, yes, I got a call. So we need like I said, we need the system to give us 3 to 5 day. No, I think 5 days is too much. 2 to 3 day window for us to make corrections, such as on the VIN, make, year, model. Sometimes people process salvage mistakenly and then they catch it like the next day. So we need MVA to allow that window so that if there's anything that needs to be pulled from the system, instead of like allowing it to process, then we should be able to have that option. So please let there be an edit window for 2 to 3 days so we can fast our paperwork to MVA and have MVA correct whatever mistakes that needs to be made. So how would this work? This will work by you guys continue to allow the system to print out the titles. No, not print out the titles, to generate the title numbers. Like how we register a car and the system generates a title number on that registration. So let that continue, but do not allow the titles to print out that day or maybe the next day. Let it be after that window of edit, that window that you give us. If you're giving us 2 days or you're giving us 3 days, let it print after that date, or maybe like midnight on the 3rd day. So we need the window, to be able to, like make corrections, So like I said, continue to allow the system to generate the titles, but let them don't print out until after the days you have given us to make corrections has lapsed, okay? So if you give us 3 days after the registration, 3 days before, after the registration, 3 days before, 3 days after the registration, that's good enough, so that the titles will print out on that 3rd day at midnight. Allow the system to have an edit option. Edit option meaning the supervisors, will go into the system, they will override the system, they go in there, make corrections after they must have reviewed the paperwork and everything seems okay for them to correct. If it's something that needs more investigation, you're free to flag the title. Yes, you can flag the title and then call the tag and title agent to provide more information, you know, on whatever changes that needs to be made. Designate an email or fax number. You need to give tag and title people a fax number or email that we will need to fax this paperwork and explanation letter or whatever you guys need to you guys, so that as soon as we catch any problem, we'll just write a letter, attach all our paperwork and fax it or email it to this address, so that once the supervisor or whoever is responsible gets the mail, the person will review it, and if they feel okay in going through with the corrections, let them do whatever they have to do. Like I said, give us, I think 5 days is too much. Just give us 2 to 3 days. 2 to 3 days is good enough, so that the customers will get their titles on time. Any corrections, when you give us this 2 to 3 days, any corrections made after the 3rd day or 2 days, then, or the 2nd day, then MVA has the right to charge us that $40 fee. They shouldn't be wasting money, making us like pay this money every time we make a correction. Let there be a correction window, like 2 to 3 days. Give us this window. If we don't come up, you know, like rectify this problem, then the system should be able to print that title, and whatever correction that needs to be made after that, the tag and title, yes, you're free to charge that tag and title $40 fee and have them pay the money for the corrections or corrections that needs to be made. So on the date of the title, on the 3rd day, if you give us 2 days, let the system print out the title midnight on that 2nd day. Let the system just go ahead and just print out. And after the titles must have been printed out, there shouldn't be an edit. There shouldn't be, the system should not allow for any edit whatsoever. Let that tag and title agent pay the fee, pay the $40 fee, and get whatever needs to be corrected, okay? So MVA, this is very, very crucial for us. We need it because we're not perfect. We make mistakes, you know. Sometimes we're in a rush, or sometimes we're under pressure, so sometimes we don't like check everything. Nobody is perfect, so we need that window to like allow us to make changes, okay? Allow us to make changes. You know, if you need to have the investigations department to review the changes before they approve it, that's fine. We don't have any problem with that. So we need this window so that we don't be paying $40 every minute. Like this new system that came out, I had a vehicle registered. It was a 2003 Mazda. The system registered it as 2001. I called MVA. MVA told me you have to wait until the title comes in the mail, then you bring it in. Why didn't the MVAs, why didn't MVAs, the nationwide database or whatever, catch it? Say, okay, this is the wrong VIN number. This is when the system came out, the new system, you know, so probably it wasn't synced with, synchronized properly with MVAs, probably that made it not for the system not to catch it. So the MVAs should be there to allow the system to catch any wrong VIN or any wrong odometer. Yes, let the system flag it and tell us not to process online. But every other thing that is correct, like this one I registered was a 2003, the system registered it as 2001. When I gave the customer to proofread the paperwork, the customer said, oh, my car is 2003, not 2001. And I matched it with the title. It was different. I said, what is this? I don't know if there's anything wrong with this vehicle, but I've called MVA. MVA said you have to wait until the title comes in the mail and until the customer receives the title. So if there's any kind of fraudulent whatever that is going on, yes, they should be able to pick it up. But this one was the new system. The new system was made a mistake, and also the vehicle I registered, the system also assigned it to a different tag number. So we've been having a lot of issues, but I believe with time the system will correct everything and everything should work perfectly. The MVAs, the system, I mean the nationwide database should be able to catch all these things. When the VIN number is not right, when it's not matching the right plate number, the system should flag that vehicle for it to be processed on, offline, like with walking into motor vehicle. So please, we need a reliable system that will help us help you. If there's a fake title, let the system catch it. You don't allow us to get into trouble because, you know, we don't have the option. I mean, the system cannot like search the nationwide and find out if there's a problem on that vehicle. If there's a problem, then the system should flag it and let there be some kind of investigation on that vehicle. So please, we're not robots. We're trying our best here. So we need you guys to help us do the right thing, okay? So I thank you for this opportunity. So if you're able to do this, this will be wonderful. We need two to 3 days for corrections to be made. This will be very, very helpful for tag and title agents. We are not robots, okay? So please watch this video, forward it to whoever needs to watch this video and allow this to happen, because we need it. If you need to forward the paperwork to the investigations department, yes, do it. Let them investigate. If everything is okay, let them approve it. And then the supervisor should notify us that this has been approved or declined or whatever. We need that information so that we relay it to the customers, okay? So please, I'm tired of trying to help you guys make this system effectively. We need this system to work effectively so that we can make money. You know, we don't want to be here like, you know, like sending people away and we can't process anything. So please consider this. This will help tag and title people. Like I said, allow us if 2 days is okay, 2 to 3 days is okay, and after that let the titles print out, and anything after the title prints out, any changes after that, that tag and title should be fined, or like a fee should be assessed for that correction to be made, or corrections. So please, let whoever that is above, whoever is gonna watch this video, send it to MVA, let them watch it. We need this. This is very, very important and, if possible, mandatory for us. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please call me at 410-668-6000. Thank you.